Hello there, Mohamed. Okay, sorry for the delay. It's just over the holidays and getting back into it. There's just a miscommunication at our end, so I do apologise. To make up for the delay, I'm going to spend a little bit longer correcting your essay and just go into a little bit more detail. So let's see. Dear sir, comma. Okay. I guess we can assume it's a guy. Sometimes we'd say dear sir or madam. Dear sir / madam, comma. But here it says manager, not manageress. So we could probably get away with that. So dear sir, comma. Then remember your indentation here. Okay, it's just a small space. But we've got a great start. I'm writing to you. So that's exactly what we want. I'm writing to you to complain about the bad experience. What could we say instead of bad, Mohammed? We could say poor. We could say unsatisfactory. We could say deplorable. Lots of adjectives are available in the English language. Let's utilize them and boost our lexical resource score. About the dreadful experience I had when I ordered a checkbook from your bank 2 weeks ago. That is optional. And if we want to be as succinct as possible, we should really delete it. Okay? Experience I had when I ordered a checkbook from your bank 2 weeks ago. Okay, so writing in a succinct manner means saying the same or communicating the same, but with the least amount of words possible. This just increases the efficiency of delivery and it avoids verbosity and wordy statements, which is proper academic writing. Also proper business writing. I ordered the checkbook using the bank's internet banking application, which stated that the checkbook will be issued within 3 to 5 days, after which it can be delivered through a courier. Okay, I would have just changed that to will, after which it will be delivered through a courier. Okay, so we've got a clear outline of the problem. Very minor problem with can and will. Can here introduces an element of possibility, which wasn't really the case, or ability. It was just, it's going to happen, so it will be delivered through a courier. So far we are doing really well. We are following the task response in front of us. Where is it? When and how, that's fantastic. You've completely nailed that, a whole paragraph to that, so that's excellent. However, I have waited for 2 weeks now and I have not received anything from your side, despite the fact that I submitted an official complaint through the bank's contact center. Okay, good use of conjunctions with the despite. Here, I would have liked to have seen still or yet in there, because we are waiting and I've still not received it. I have yet to receive it. Something like that would have been good. Also, here's just another bonus tip. We go into this in a lot of detail in the online course. Here you said I have not received anything. We've got a negative construction. Also, I would strongly recommend you push your work through a Google Doc, because it'll help you. For how long? I'm wondering for how long. Yeah. You see, a lot of the suggestions are accurate. So anyway, I've waited for 2 weeks now and I've not received anything from your side, despite the fact, sorry, I got distracted here. I have not received. So what have we got here? We've got a negative construction. And in the English language, you can usually write in a clearer, more succinct way by avoiding these negative constructions. How do we do that? Well, we use negative verbs. And we would say, and I have failed to receive anything from your side, or I've yet to receive. If we'd have used that, we'd have definitely picked up more points, because it's an advanced grammatical structure. What else could we say instead of 2 weeks? Because we've already got 2 weeks. We could say a fortnight or even half a month, just to improve our lexical resource score and show the examiner our range of vocabulary that we have for this subject, which is vast, and we're going to score high. Moreover, I'm wondering for how long I will have to wait before receiving my checkbook. So we've already got this construction. I have. Okay. What other grammatical structures could we incorporate? Yeah. Moreover, I'm wondering for how long it will be until I receive my checkbook, or until receiving my checkbook. So just consider upgrading some, not only the vocabulary, but also grammatical structures where possible. Okay, it's something to add to your review when you've finished writing. In addition to that, we could also say in addition, or furthermore would probably be more appropriate. Furthermore, I would like to know, because that's more formal, I would like to know what kind of operational procedure will be taken in order to face such a situation, as I think that this problem might significantly lower the bank's credit rating if it usually happens with other customers. Be careful here. I know I always say that this is not a test of intelligence. However, a credit rating would not in a million years be affected by late delivery of checkbooks. So be careful about that. Credit rating is like the ratio of deposits and assets and credits and debits that the bank is engaged in or has. And then if it's lending more money than it has in the bank, then its credit rating will fall. So be careful there. We've got a little bit mixed up. I hope this matter. And just as a side note, it's usually better to go for clarity, and simple ideas can be better communicated than intelligent, or are easier to communicate than intelligent ones, which can often require more vocabulary and more complex grammar structures, and increase the risk of failing or losing points. So it's easier to. I usually recommend go for simple ideas that can be communicated eloquently rather than sophisticated ideas that are risky to be communicated. I hope this matter will be resolved shortly. Beautiful, as I have been the bank's customer for the last 3 years. Thank you. Don't forget to put your name. Yeah. Also, we could have extended this with a few set phrases. Like, we've already got one here, which is beautiful. I hope this matter will be resolved. Is actually the appropriate one. The more appropriate will be resolved shortly, as I've been the bank's customer for the last 3 years. If you have any questions or need any information, please don't hesitate to contact me on the return address on the back of this envelope. Something like that would help you score points. It's new vocabulary. It's the set register we need for general task 1. Let's move on. So good work there, Mohamed. Nowadays, there is a trend that reports of media focus on problems and emergencies rather than positive developments. Some people think this is harmful to individuals and to society. To what extent do you agree, disagree? There is an ongoing trend that shows that the media and news channels concentrate only on the negative aspects of upgrade your vocabulary, of events, of what else is okay. Yeah, I was just checking, because if we've got events in the question, it's probably a better word choice to use. There is probably a better word choice to use because we don't want to be repeating words that we see in the question. So you've done it pretty well, except I would argue we can upgrade things, because it's too vague, to events or current events. What else could we say? Problems and emergencies, pandemics or whatever. Okay, rather than the better side. What could we say instead of better? Uplifting. You've got positive in the question. Or rather than the positivity, we can just what is the root here, and then look for variations. And that way we can kind of sidestep the repetition rule. However, some people argue that this concentration on the negative side is harmful to the local society and its people. And this essay agrees with them. Okay. I think you could rephrase this to be a little bit more eloquent. This essay strongly argues that the concentration, or that the concentration on the negativity or on negative news events is harmful to the local society and its people, full stop. And this goes back to the succinct argument I was talking about before. We've said the same, but with less words. Initially, this essay, we've got a bit of redundancy here. You've already told me what this essay, the side of this essay, okay? And now you're saying, okay, so this would probably need rephrasing as well. This essay will discuss how the mental I would have just gone to the reasons for this are the mental and psychological state of society. Okay, full stop. Okay, you could probably even just delete that. You're going to pick up your points in your body paragraphs. If you'd have deleted this and just left it like as we did, okay, we would have more time to focus on body paragraph 2, which definitely looks like it could be extended. Okay, so just remember to put your focus in the body paragraphs. Firstly, focusing on the negative side of things. We've already used those phrases, and as I said, things is poor. The side of things will significantly affect the overall mental and psychological state of society. So here's another pro tip: don't avoid will, but hedge your sweeping generalization. That means will most likely significantly. I can't go into it, the reasons why. We go into it in much more detail in the online course, but just try and avoid those sweeping generalizations. As a result of being permanently exposed to only negative global news, the happiness hormones in an individual's blood will drastically decrease, which will subsequently lead to weaker psychological health. Okay, if you're a doctor, that's fine. Okay, and you know this. I'm a little bit unsure about the happiness hormones, but if you're a doctor, that's fine. And it just goes back to what I was saying about complex arguments and simple arguments. For example, the Egyptian Ministry of Health recently published a groundbreaking study, beautiful, stating that if a person watches a lot of negative news during the day, their happiness will definitely decrease. Okay, good. In addition to that, it is predicted that 80% of the world's countries would have issued laws to reduce negative news by the year 2050, according to the World Health Organization. Beautiful. Well done. We've got that nice sentence at the end as well. So well done there. Moreover, it may also lead to, so we've got some good examples there and some good vocabulary. Moreover, it may also lead to less economic productivity due to the decreased motivation levels a person has. Okay, good start. Seeing only the negative aspects of things will weaken the mental strength because of the increased feeling of hopelessness. Beautiful. For instance, in the period between 2010 and 2015, good. The Egyptian people's productivity decreased by 50% compared to the period between 2000 and 2005, as a result of the consistent exposure to negative news. However, this decrease forced the local government to invest in entertainment facilities to improve the mental health of the society and subsequently the economic output. Okay, so that sentence needs to be rephrased. So we've got a good example, we've got a clear point in the argument. That's great. Okay. However, this decrease forced the local government to invest in entertainment to improve the mental health of the society. Okay, so the problem here is this little bit at the end. Okay. So I would either delete it or add another point. Okay, because at the moment it's not grammatically correct and it needs to be reworked. All in all, media and news channels should show a better side. Once again, not only are we repeating poor word choice here, but it's also we're repeating it and it's a poor word choice. That's what I wanted to say. So another reason why we need to boost your vocabulary resources. And a good way to do this is not only to review more words and review more synonyms and and review other pairs of like words, collocations. That's the word I was looking for. Sorry. So yeah, we need to work on improving your collocations, your vocabulary, and I think the best way to do that is to get more feedback, and then this way we can tell you, okay, this is the correct word choice, this is a poor word choice, and that's how you get a good grip on not only improving your vocabulary, but getting feedback and confidence that you are using the correct terms. Okay, so in a few days, you'll probably get an email with a special offer. We can also give you 10 essay corrections instead of the normal 8 if you join us in the next 48 hours. That's my way of just saying I'm sorry for the small delay. But you'll have to act fast. We'd love to work with you, Mohamed. We could probably get you to a 7. I think this is around a 6.5 at the moment. Possibly a 7 if we tidied up some of the grammar and improved the word choice. But we're close. We're close, and I think we could easily get you to a 7. So have a look at the course. If you're at a 6.5 now and you've got the certificate, then if you work with us, we can guarantee that you'll get a 7 or we can refund you. Okay? So yeah, have a look at the emails and have a look at the course and the link, and hopefully we'll see you soon. Good luck with your IELTS preparation, Mohamed.